All right, the watch list for Thursday? Tomorrow, Thursday already? Yeah, looks like it is. Okay. United Airlines, UAL, traded this for a bounce today, but it's also still interesting here. I don't know, 4 or 5 days down in a row. Has nice support in this area, little bottoming tail. So I'm looking at this as a potential long on Thursday, only with a proper intraday setup. That caveat should go for everything I'm talking about here. YRCW, not that pretty here, but it's fallen a long way and maybe finding support here. So again, on long watch, my bias is for a nice bounce, but only with a proper intraday setup. LLY, I like the gap up and then 2 red days, right back down to the 8-day moving average and support here. This is a great bounce play candidate. MNKD had the big gap up, massive volume. Again, another nice bounce play. Sometimes you get these gaps up and sellers just get a hold of it, but then the next day you can get a nice bounce. And so kind of what I'm possibly looking for in MNKD. CRE. This is a little weird because most people would say that's a nasty chart, but it did bounce nicely off this area a couple times, and this could be another one of those deals where it just couldn't get a bounce today, but then tomorrow maybe it will. So this is something that if it trades in a narrow range and then lights up the new highs ticker, sorry about that, it might get a nice move. We'll see. I'll have to watch that one trade and make a judgment as the day goes on, but TSO is kind of interesting to me. I mean, if you look at it, you probably think, hey, bearish, you've got a head and shoulders here. However, it's been falling for about 6 or 7 days straight. It's nearing the 200-day where it might bounce there. It also has support at 50. Bounced off it back here, here. So you have the 200-day. You have several days down in a row. And if you look at a couple other refiners, HFC is kind of flagging there with potential break to the upside. VLO, same deal. So if HFC and VLO start to break to the upside, that makes me like TSO even more, especially with the sell-off down here to the 200-day. And then JCPenney's has been getting a lot of volume lately, a lot of crazy action, to be honest with you. It closed at 13.11, but if I go to 5-minute candles, you can see that it had that late-day spike. This is actually what it looked like at the close, something like this. It had this crazy late-day spike, closed there, and then in after hours got another spike all the way up to 1373, it looks like. This could be one worth watching tomorrow. Here it is on 60s, up over 14. This could really get going. It seems to be finding support in the $13 area, so this one can make big moves at times. It doesn't make sense to not at least have it on a chart. And NQ, big volume yesterday, kind of an inside day today. Also goes on watch. So that's my list to start, and I'll see if I can find some gappers or high volume plays in the first 10 or 15 minutes as well. All right, I'll quit babbling and talk to you tomorrow.